Hi guys, it's me, Jeannie, the Witch of Boise, and I'm here to do your pick a card reading on your Taurus season messages. Before we begin, make sure you do like this video, hit subscribe, also comment below, tell me if any of this resonates with you. These are going to be general readings, so if it resonates with you, that is great. I want to hear all about it, and tell me which one you picked in the comments below. All of your likes, subscriptions, and comments does help build my channel, and it kind of gets me to be exposed to more people, so I do appreciate that. And also, I want to hear all about it, so definitely comment below. But yeah, if it doesn't resonate with you, don't make it fit. There's a total of 3 choices, so watch all 3, and then you can kind of pick messages outside of each message. So do whatever you are guided to do. So before we get started on everything, Taurus season is from April 20th through May 20th. So this is one of my favorite times of year. I am a Taurus sun, so I love it. And also, this is for all zodiac signs. This is not specifically for Taurus either. This is just how you are going to be experiencing or getting messages during this Taurus season. Now, there's 3 choices. They're going to be 3 different stones. They are from the Crystal Bible by Judy Hall. She has mentioned these specific 3 as well as many others in this book that's associated with Taurus. So if you have a question on why is that crystal, it's because it's in the Crystal Bible. So let's go over your choices. So we have number 1, which is going to be the Rose Quartz. Then we have number 2, which is going to be emerald. And that's actually traditionally Taurus stone. And then 3, which is the Kyanite Blue. And I apologize if I mispronounced that too. So pick a cad, any cad. 1, 2, 3, let's go. We're going to go with number 1, which is Rose Quartz. This is the inner child in this deck. So also in the Crystal Bible, Rose Quartz is about unconditional love, infinite peace, deep inner healing, and self-love, and drawing love and relationships towards you. So it's really just opening up that heart chakra. You also had 3 songs that played during when I was picking these cards. You might want to listen to them or read their lyrics for additional messages. The first one was The End of the World by Skeeter Davis. The second one was Sugar Sugar by the Archies. And then the third one was El Azteca by Man Man. All right. So one of the overall energies for your Taurus season for everyone that chose that Rose Quartz is 49 Salmon. So salmon is about wisdom. It's inner knowing and trusting your gut. And it's avoiding outside influences that might have alternative motives. So it's really kind of watching yourself, watching who you're associating with, and maybe kind of questioning their motives towards things. But there's definitely a wisdom that's happening, and it's kind of an interesting energy balance as we have the inner child and then as we have wisdom. And because I kind of feel like with wisdom, you don't necessarily have to be old, but as you mature, you do get more wisdom. So there's a definite like young, youthful, but also wise and mature. Okay, so let's get your tarot cards. Had the Fool, the 2 of Swords in reverse, and the Knight of Swords in reverse, and then the 3 of Swords. So there's a breakthrough that's happening for you right now, and I think this is a really interesting energy already out of the gate, because we have that child and maturity. And it's funny because we have that Fool, and that's telling us about new beginnings. And I don't think that there's like a question of where you're wanting things to kind of go during this season. I think you are starting a new cycle in some aspect of your life. This can be even through like after a breakup or something that is a breakthrough moment. That could be even like getting laid off from your job or moving. It's something where there's a new beginning that's happening that might not be a blessing for right now, but I think that once you get into it, it actually was a blessing. But it's definite breakthrough moments. So there's a little bit of hardship that can come with this. But the thing is that you are in this zone of like, let's just get this started. Like, let's go. And with that child energy and that wisdom, it's just making sure that you have your wits about you so you're not being irresponsible either. Now, there's also a slow movement of energy as well. So this isn't going to be like a bam, bam, like super quick energy either. It's kind of a slow burn. It's definitely not going to be chaotic. It's going to be more of like a slow energy. So that can really get you into planning ahead as well with this new beginning of whatever aspect that's happening. Then we have my Eve, which is cycles and rhythms. Honor the cycles of your body, energy levels, and emotions. And this is what I feel like that's happening right now is you're in this cycle, you're in this new beginning, and it's a little bit like a little overwhelming, but just know when it gets into that, the good is going to come. And the same thing is if you are feeling like this is a negative thing that's happening, just know that there's positive as well. It will come around. There's a cycle that is happening, and so you must honor that as well. Then we have Desert Vision Quest. I honestly feel like a lot of this too is I'm getting a lot of like moving energy where it's like moving to a different home, different area, even like different state, different country. And I feel like that there needs to be a moment where there's all of this chaos that's happening that you need to really be focused on, okay, what is my goal? And this is where this vision quest is. And it can be, vision quests can be very spiritual for the most part. That's like what they're intended for. But this is something where it tells me that you need to really clear the clutter out of your life and really focus on almost like a vision board or what you're wanting to this next step. Because this new cycle that's happening, you're going to be having a lot of opportunities to get stuff done. So really be looking at that and looking what you're wanting things to happen. And again, I'm getting like a lot. I think some of you that are going to choose this are in a moving energy, and I keep coming back to that. But if that's something where you're like, I'm ready to go, I'm ready to move, it's time to really kind of figure out, well, let's be serious about it. Let's just not keep talking about it. Let's do it. So it's kind of getting into that next step. And Tauruses are notorious for being those planners. And that's kind of this energy that's happening during the Taurus season. Then you have Ghost, regret. So this breakthrough moment, something that you've been suffering, and this is where this is echoing with that Three of Swords. There's some regret that's happening, and it can be not necessarily on your side. This can be on another person's side too. Someone that might have ghosted you, or that you have felt bad that you ghosted. Something that's happening that's from the past where you kind of regret how it happened or how the outcome was. And it's kind of time to like fix that in that sense, where it's letting go of the negativity of it. And this is where that Rose Quartz energy is going to be really, really helpful. And it's going to just really open up your heart and help you get past those ghosts or demons in essentially. And just move forward and learn from it with the salmon energy, with wisdom. Then you have number 12, Black Moon Lilith, mystery. So I think that there's a lot of questions that are happening right now too. So this is where that vision quest is going to really be important on getting yourself into that, because there might be a lot of different aspects that are happening in your life that are new beginnings, and it's like a little bit overwhelming, and it might be even a mystery of what's happening. Let things, there's a point where you need to let things unfold naturally, but also you need to guide as well, because if you just let things unfold naturally, for some of us that would mean just to become a complete recluse. Which I'm fine with. But you have to let go of control. And it's this fine balance, this fine line balance. And it's this duality energy of that wisdom and that maturity of that salmon and that rose quartz, that child-like aspect. And you have to go down that line. And there's going to be a lot of stuff that are in the air too. So just keep on it. Know that with Tauruses that they are stable and reliable, and it's just hone in on that Taurus energy, that earth energy. And then you've got, for your last card, the soul retrieval. Isis, healing goddess, now offers you spiritual restoration and deep soul healing through the art of soul retrieval, reclaiming pieces of you lost through trauma, old and new. Oh my gosh, that's like what I was saying with the Three of Swords, where it's like, this is a new beginning, like you're starting. This is crazy. And soon you will enjoy greater wellness, energy, and power. So be willing to go through the healing process, knowing that any emotional clearing taking place is leading you to wholeness. And this is also with that vision quest where it's like declutter your life. Doesn't necessarily mean like material items, but it's just what doesn't serve you anymore. And it's time to get rid of it. So stop holding on to it. All right, guys, that is it for number 1. Make sure you do like this video, hit subscribe, also comment below and tell me if any of this resonates with you. We are on to number 2, and that is Emerald. And this is compassion. Okay, also in the Crystal Bible, it says that Emerald is for inspiration. It's infinite patience, domestic bliss, loyalty, unity, unconditional love, and partnerships. Beautiful stone. And again, this is for Taurus too. This is like my May stone. So, ooh. You had 2 songs come up and during your reading. The first one was Sleepwalk by Santo and Johnny. The second one was All Delighted People by Savjan Stevens. Okay, so one of the overall energies that's going to be happening during this Taurus season for you is going to be, it's going to be number 7, skunk. Okay, so skunk is about reputation. This is, you want to notice what kind of people you're attracted, you are attracting that are coming to you. Protect your self-respect. And you need to look at what energy you're putting out. So if you're kind of getting like a bunch of like gross people, maybe that's something like their energy is gross, obviously. But you might want to start looking at your own energy. What are you putting out? What are you doing? And it's also just having respect for yourself. And if someone's going to be disrespectful to you, you don't have to put up with it. Doesn't mean you have to be a jerk, but you don't have to put up with it. Nothing wrong with that. All right. So our first tarot card is the Queen of Swords. Then we have the 5 of Swords. Then we have the 6 of Wands. Very cool. And then we have to hone it into this energy is the Queen of Swords. So Queen of Swords energy can be, a lot of times it can be like a single woman that's been single for some time or a divorced woman. But I always get like boss babe like vibes where it's like this, I I'm the boss and I'm going to get everything done that I want to get done, and being very direct and direct in communication, directions, things like that. There's no question of what you're wanting during this time. This is also time as well, because we have that skunk energy with reputation, is kind of watching your attitude, watching your tone. With this compassion with the emerald, this is where we're going to need some of that softening on that. There's going to be some situations that are going to be happening where you're going to feel kind of like you lost. Like there's going to be an energy of not necessarily lost, but it might just feel like, ooh, like that sucks. But it's like a losing battle with this Five of Swords. But ultimately that means that in the long run of things that you actually did win, and you still have won. It's just not going to feel like you did. And then to hone that victory that's happening is Six of Wands. And Six of Wands is totally victorious. It's celebration as well. So I think the thing is that choosing, if you chose Emerald for this, you really want to be watching how you are with people, how you kind of come off, because you might be a little bit too cold in that sense. And all it is not even like you trying to be a jerk or anything, but it's like, I just want things done and I want them done right. And it's just be compassionate and just have some patience as well. But there's going to be some things that you're going to be very victorious over. It's not going to feel like it, but then it's going to as well. So just don't fret the small stuff. You're on the right track, but you are just this like boss babe energy. Now with the Queen of Swords too, that is air signs. So that's Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Okay. Wow. I just have another card, and Aquarius, this is going to be heavily on Aquarius energy. Okay, and then we have Mawu, which is Mother Earth. You are called upon to help with environmentalism. Anytime I get this card too, where it's good to volunteer, to clean up highways, things like that. But this is also something where I get that you want to make sure that you go outside, that you go ground yourself, go walk outside barefoot, walk in the grass, walk in the dirt. You need to be walking and really feeling the earth in that sense. Get yourself connected with it. Because I feel like, especially with everything that's going on in this like Queen of Swords energy, it just, you need to kind of get grounded and kind of come back from that, from your high horse in a roundabout way. Because I don't think that you are, but I think you just think you're so important right now. Or not necessarily that you think that, because you are, but you're just trying to get stuff done. And it's just kind of putting you up on this energy that could be looked at, that you're looking down at people. And going out, walking around in grass, on the dirt, with bare feet is going to help ground you. Now, you got stone people, vigilance. And I feel like with this, you just really want to be watching yourself and watching what kind of energy you are putting out there, because there's going to be people, depending on what energy that you're going to be putting out during this Taurus season, you might be attracting the wrong type of people. So it's being very vigilant on that aspect. Then you have joy, rejoicing in the present. Beautiful. So this is just telling me that this is a really joyous time. And I totally feel that with that Six of Wands. Just don't forget that with all of this busy boss babe energy, that you have fun and you live and be in the moment, because beautiful things are going to be happening in the moment and you just want to be present in it. And this is just going to be showing you so much happiness, and that's going to also be elevating your vibrational energy, which is going to attract high vibrational people. All right, now this is where I was telling you about Aquarius energy, because you got number 9, Uranus, and that is genius. And Uranus is the ruler of Aquarius. So this is just, I think, honing in on some of our Aquarius, or if you have Aquarius in your zodiac chart, people, as well as this genius energy. This is that Queen of Swords. So smart and just working up to it. And it's just celebrate how intelligent you are during this time, because I think you're going to be really flaring some of that out. And I think people are going to be pretty surprised on how smart and awesome you are too. Okay, then your last card is Wings of Isis. You have a special spiritual relationship with the angelic worlds. Put a part of your soul purpose is to birth angelic consciousness and values such as fearlessness, compassion, and service into this human culture. Okay, this oracle also brings you angelic assistance, intervention, and confirmation too. So you're going to be spiritually watched over by your angels or spirit guides. But I just have to go over this. With fearlessness, and that's that Queen of Swords energy. Compassion, there's our emerald. And service, human service, is Aquarius. Aquarius is all about the service of people and helping other people. So wow, that really just wrapped it all up. All right, guys, that is it for number 2. Make sure you do like this video, hit subscribe, also comment below. Tell me if it resonated with you. We are on to number 3. All right, number 3, you have the Kyanite Blue, and that is letting go. Heck yes. Okay, so in the Crystal Bible, this is also atonement meditation. It doesn't hold on to negativity, so this is a stone that you don't really need to even cleanse, because it just lets it go. It also has compassion, and it connects with spirit guides. This is a really cool stone. You had 2 songs that came on during this reading. The first one was Hook by Blues Traveler, and the second one was In This Shirt by the Irrepressibles. So an overall energy that's going to be happening during your Taurus season is number 37, the Antelope. Antelope is about action. It's a higher purpose calling. It's the courage and the able to leap, take the leap. The time is now to take action, and the power is up to you. Okay. Ooh, I love this. Letting go and action. So this is like, I'm already getting like quick energy. We got 5 of Wands. We got 7 of Pentacles. That's not really quick energy. And then we have the 10 of Pentacles. And then we have the King of Wands. Okay, so there has been some sort of just like pettiness, like petty drama, some competition, just kind of some BS energy, and it's time to really let that go. I think that there's also, just with these 3 cards, there's also something that's been happening with family, like family members, something that has really kind of shifted the balance of it. But there's also this like waiting energy too, where it's unsure of when something should happen. And with that Antelope says, do it. Do it now. But be aware and looking to see what is happening and assess it properly. But this is the time for you to be very creative and passionate. Okay, then you got Lakshmi, which is bright future. Stop worrying. Everything is going to be fine. Beautiful energy. So even with this like drama, whatever that's happening, just know that your future is bright, that you have positive energy that's behind you. You have tsunami, wake up call. So I feel like there's going to be a lot of people where it's letting go of situations or even relationships where there's going to be a wake up call to being like, I don't want this. I don't want this in my life. It doesn't serve me. And this might be your wake up call during the Taurus season. Then you have volcano, volatility. And either you're going to be getting volatile or someone else. And they're going to be really showing you that, and you need to believe them. If they're going to be acting like a fool and blowing up at you, you need to have that wake up call and be like, nope, not going to happen. And then you have iceberg, submerged. So this is a situation that you've been really in it. So it's just knowing that you can let go. You can get out of this. You have the action, the energy to get out of it. And you don't have to be like, well, if I get out of it, what is this? Blah, blah, blah. You have a bright future. You have that behind you. So I think a lot of things are going to start to really reveal themselves where you're like, you know what, this isn't working. And I think a lot of you are going to be letting go of relationships. This can even be jobs. This can be just like certain things where you're just like, it's no longer serving me. It's no longer working for me. Then you have dawn. Oh my gosh. Okay. The light after the darkness. So again, I feel like some of you are just having a really, or have been having a really, really rough time. And it's just knowing that like good times are coming, but you have to address this. There has to be something that needs to happen. You can't hide or wait any longer. That's why this action is needed. And then 18, Virgo, I analyze. So this can be for our Virgo friends, or if you have Virgo in your zodiac chart, that's my rising sign. So I totally can see all of this that can apply to me. But this is just analyzing also the situation that's happening. This wake up call that you're like, whoa, how have I like had a blind eye to this? There's just going to be a lot that will be revealed to you in a different sort of perspective. And you're just going to be like, you know what? I actually don't like that. And I'm going to move on from it. I'm going to let it go. Get that energy out of my life. And then you have the eyes of Horus. And that brings divine perception. What did I just say? Protection and insight. You are gifted with certain spiritual abilities, including divine sight, that are awakening and growing now. You have much divine support and protection so that you may grow your abilities and serve others with your divine gifts. Trust your perception and know that you are divinely protected. That's totally like this whole reading, because you are in this energy where your perception is different. So you're going to see things from a different perspective, and you're going to have to change it. You're going to have to change it, or you're going to stay in that low vibrational energy. But I think most of you are going to let it go. And it's just knowing that you're divinely protected. That's where this dawn and that Lakshmi is, where it's just showing you that there is light at the end of this. So you have to have the action to do this now. All right, guys, that is it for number 3. Make sure you do like this video, hit subscribe. Also, comment below. Tell me if any of this resonates with you. Hey, thanks so much for hanging out with me. I'm so thankful for all of you guys that watched this video, and even if you've watched the whole thing. So thank you so much for all of your support. You have no idea how much it means to me. If you want to do a private reading with me, go to my website, witchofboise.com, to get details on pricing and booking. Also, go check me out on Instagram. My handle is witchofboise, all one word. That is Probably where I am most active is on Instagram, so go check that out. All right, guys, I hope you have a fabulous Taurus season, and we'll hang out soon. Bye!